Welcome back to the HEART program. This is part 2 of our 6-part series on happiness, self-awareness, and emotional resilience training. In this session, we'll be introducing 2 important concepts: how to embrace stress and how to take advantage of it. We'll be doing this using your new superpowers of breath and choice that we uncovered in our first session together. So let's get started. Back in the 80s and 90s, researchers built a closed complex in Arizona called the Biosphere 2. Inside this experimental environment, the researchers collected everything they thought they needed to run a contained ecosystem, including plants, animals, minerals, and other elements. They developed ways to maintain oxygen, water, and a food supply to support people living inside the dome for 2 years. It was an experiment, so of course they had some issues along the way. One interesting case was that the trees in the biosphere grew quickly, but the branches would break off before the tree had a chance to mature and reproduce. Why? No wind inside the biosphere meant that the trees didn't develop the strength to withstand natural stressors, including their own weight. So it wasn't the stress of the wind that hurt the trees, but rather the lack of stress that made the trees grow up too weak to support their own weight. In her book, The Upside of Stress, Stanford professor Kelly McGonigal writes about how she and many others used to promote the message that stress is bad. They believed stress was toxic to our health and something to manage and avoid. But after reviewing hundreds of more recent studies on stress, she realized she needed to change her perspective. The new research showed that stress is destructive until the moment we believe it isn't.